branches like this, and we just started stacking them on each other. And then once we had this thing covered with tree branches, we took this moss right here, which is all over the place, abundant, which makes an excellent insulator, and we just covered this with moss. That does two things. One, it keeps you out of the rain, it keeps you dry, and two, most importantly, I think, is it insulates it so it traps in the heat.
And it blocks wind.
Yep.
Coming in too. So this stuff, we didn't do this all the way, but when you are sleeping out here, especially when it's cold, the ground gets cold and your body is going to absorb that cold. So pine branches are a great insulator. So you can take these, put them in there, stack them up a little bit, and that'll keep your body off the ground and it'll keep you warm. So, or it'll keep you, help you retain that body heat a little bit more. So just a good thing to know. You know, I've done that before, several times. But
another option for that, right now we can't do this because it's been raining here for the last 2 days, but this moss here makes great insulation as well, but only when it's dry. So if you have a way to dry this out, you can use this instead of the pine needles or with the pine needles, but if it's wet, it's defeating the purpose you're trying to use it for. So only this dry moss would be good to lay on for bedding.
Yeah, so you'd actually probably want to get all this shit out of there.
Yeah.
And then, you know, before you start laying your bedding down. But this really helps too. So
yeah, so once you get all this done, the insulation on, which is the moss, you get your bedding put in there. The last thing you do whenever you crawl in there to go to bed to increase your warmth is a door. And you can use the same thing. These spruce branches make great doors. And all that is just sealing it up so that way it traps in all that heat from your body. None of that your body heat loses coming out of the shelter. So the door is actually a pretty important part. And it protects wind as well.
It's going to be a little tight in here.
I'm big spoon.
Yeah. So, all right. 100,000 likes. And the film crew's coming back out here and we're doing a winter series. What do you guys think of that? Anyways, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check Jeff out at Frozen Trident on Instagram. Check his dogs out. They're awesome. And see you next week. Bear shit.